All right, week 16, we got the Jags versus the Broncos. Looking for subscribers, so love it if you subscribed. All right, let's get into this. So Denver is favored by 3 points. I'm going to take Denver. The model likes them by a little bit more. If you come up here, you see it gives them 67% chance of winning. That translates to almost 5 points. Look at the raw numbers, and it's a little bit closer than that, but not too much. You kind of start to see where the 3 points. I think the 3 points can come into play kind of depends on how you view the AFC matchup here. And both of these teams are first place teams. I'm going to tell you the truth. I I just haven't been impressed with Jacksonville at all this year for the most part. Um, and I think part of that's just got to do with I think Trevor Lawrence is underperforming. He's probably better than what he's been performing. He just seems to underperform a lot, so it kind of makes you wonder maybe he just isn't what people had hoped he would be. But you got to give him credit and that the past 5 games they've won, and that's what counts. And then likewise, when you look at Denver, Bo Nix is winning games for them. And Trevor Lawrence is no longer considered a young quarterback. Bo Nix certainly is. So this offensive pass ranking, I can forgive Bo Nix for, just because he's actually a pretty good quarterback. Uh, and anytime you see a young quarterback, you're going to see lots of areas where he needs to grow. All any of us have to do is watch. But I see a lot of strong points as well. And the fact of the matter is they're winning games. I'm not sure they're going to be a Super Bowl winner, but they show a lot of potential. Let's go ahead and get into some more of the details here. So, a couple of the advantages on the upper left is uh, both of these quarterbacks are showing that they can have the potential to light it up. The bigger thing I would say is you start seeing Denver with more of that propensity to have a stronger run game. And overall, I just think Denver, and again, this is a head-to-head matchup, so you might be saying to yourself, well, Jacksonville's got a great, it is the model does a head-to-head matchup compared to how the overall league is. The other thing I would point out though is when I come over here to Jacksonville, boy, the sacks. You just got to look at this and kind of say you got to protect your quarterback, guys. And to be truthful, I think Trevor Lawrence holds on the ball too long. Like he runs when he shouldn't. He holds on and tries to make plays when he shouldn't, and uh, it just looks really bad. You lead to fumbles. He doesn't control the ball well. He throws. He just seems to throw interception after interception. Although this year he's really not throwing that terribly bad. A couple of things I would point out is more big plays. The model is saying that you can expect to see more of the big plays coming out of Denver than what you see coming out of Jacksonville. So let's come down here to the lower right. So we've got the available play strength. You can compare that to what their top player strength is. The big thing I would just point out is all the way across the board, when you look at Denver, you just see a pretty steady consistency of just better overall players. Yes, their records are somewhat similar. I'd have to go back and do a more of an analysis to see who they played. Jacksonville, they're pulling it together, but I just think Denver all the way across the board is a stronger team and is going to win by the 3 points or more. So that's what I got. If you got questions or comments, drop me a note.